Hi everybody, this video is going to walk you through the random substitution cipher in Unit 2, Lesson 9. We're on level 3. So hopefully you've had a chance to play around with this tool yourself already. If you haven't, you should pause this video, go ahead and try and figure out how the tool works on your own, and figure out some strategies you can figure out on your own, and then come back and get caught up with what we go over in this video. So hopefully you've seen some of the ways that you can arrange some of the letters here. So you've got the original letters on the top row, and you've got what it maps to on the bottom. And right, this first one, there's no encryption at all, so they all map to each other already. But just to show you how this works, you can sort it A to Z like it is now, but you can also do it by percentage, right? So how common does that one show up? So notice when I did that, since I haven't matched these up, physically dragged these up and up to match up to their correct match, then they don't change. But let's say I did that with A. Okay, so A maps to A. I know that already in this case because I can read it perfectly clear over here on the left. Now if I sort here at the top, then I can then these will sort with it. And at the bottom, same thing, right? Again, this pops up and tells you it's going to rearrange your substitution. So if you don't want that to happen, you can cancel that. But again, if I were to drag back here, I can just go by percentage, A to Z like it was before, or just random. And random might just give you some other things to look at. So again, that's just how to sort the original letters and what they map to. And then again, you're just dragging up here. Once you find one that maps, you're dragging it up and mapping it. And you'll notice over here, once you do that, that the original, the orange, the highlighted letter over here will change to a non-highlighted, a blue background letter here in the message, so you can see if it starts to make sense. So let's look at an example here. Just pick a random one here. Hopefully you found some strategies of your own that helped you crack some of these messages, or help you start to crack some of them. But just want to go through some other ones that you may or may not have found that should be helpful. And so, right, if we look at a totally encrypted message here, right, it can be kind of overwhelming at first, right? There's a lot of letters that make no sense, and there's these letters scattered over here on the right, and bars up and down. It's kind of confusing to look at. So some things to do first, again, like I said, sorting these in a way that makes sense to you might be helpful. So if A to Z is helpful with the letters that we see, the originals there, or we can go by percentages, that might be helpful too. I find it helpful to go by percentages just so I get a sense of what might match up to something else. Again, these are by percentages in the whole English, like words in the dictionary. So they're not necessarily going to match up to this specific passage, because this specific passage only uses a subset of those words. But at least I know that, right? Probably F in the encrypted message isn't going to match up with E, right? Because it's so infrequent down here that it's probably not going to match up with the most common letter that we find. So that's just somewhere to kind of break it down a little bit. And another way to break it down is to look at small words, right? So there's some pretty common 3-letter words, 2-letter words. One common 3-letter word is the. So we can try to look and see here, do we see a 3-letter combination that shows up over and over again that has 3 different letters? So I see a few different ones here. There's quite a few H. So H-I-N I've seen show up a few times. H-I-N, I see quite a few other ones too. So Z-T-N. Z-T-N, I'm seeing that a few times. So let's try Z-T-N. Let's just, again, see if it's in the ballpark. So again, if I see Z here, does that match up with T? Right, if it's because of Z-T-N, then Z would be the T. The T would be the H, and the N would be the E. So let's just see again if those are in the ballpark. All right, so Z here and T, they're actually right on top of each other, so I'm going to try that. ZT is H, so again, it's close, not exactly right, but it's in the ballpark, so I'll try that. TH, and then N matches right up with B. So there we go. So now if I look here, we'll see if that makes sense. Okay. And now if you notice, since I've mapped these three, I was just going after the thes, but I've started to uncover some other words that might be there. So this th, some letter T, that is maybe that. So I can try that. Let's see if H maps to A. Okay, we can try that. Whoops. Sorry, something got messed up there. H maps to A. So that. And again, I can start to see if some things are making sense. TX, I see here, that's a small word. T, the two-letter word that starts with T, probably 2. So does X match to O? Okay, good. And again, more stuff is starting to become apparent there. So once you've started to get this, you probably see that the rest of it's going to go quickly, right? And again, matching up with frequencies to see if something might not make sense. Oh, right, am I going to substitute my Y's here? Is A going to be substituted for V? Well, probably not, because there's a lot of A's here, and there's really not that many V's used in the words in the dictionary. But you can start to use both the frequencies and what you started to see here as a way to crack it. So good luck. What you should do next is pick a new passage, one that you haven't tried yet, and try cracking it. And again, just like with any of these, don't be afraid. You can't break it, and you might make mistakes. You can always reset and go back and start over again. So enjoy it, and good luck cracking the code.